I heard recently that YouTube is clamping down on swear words. So goodbye. It was nice knowing you guys. I'm just kidding. Hello YouTube! Welcome back to the Every Closet. My name is Stephanie, and along with my partner Ethan, we are two full-time resellers of used clothing on eBay and on Poshmark, and we share our journey with you here. So hit subscribe if you want to follow along, and today we're doing a thrift with me and a haul. So in the thrift with me, you're going to see all the things I didn't pick up, and I'm going to go over why using a voiceover. This is, I think, a combination of two different trips. We went to Value Village, and both times it was 30% off clothing. It was incidentally not 30% off shoes, but we did get about half shoes and half clothing. And I found that like every time we go to Value Village and there's 30% off, but it doesn't include shoes, that's when the shoes are the most lit. I only have like three data points for that experience, but like seriously, I think that's a thing. And so I'm going to tell you guys, and the next time something's on sale, go buy all the other stuff because no one else has gone through it. Maybe.
So again, the way I film these is I gather all the stuff that I'm considering and then I show you guys the things I didn't get. And so let's go. First off, we have this Lululemon. It's kind of like an open jackety cardigan. At $10.49, it's not a bad price, but it is an older style, as in no numbers around the size dot, and it had multiple little stains, and I just ain't effing around with no stains these days. So, let it go. Moving on. LK Bennett is a brand that sells like career wear stuff and they retail for a ton, but I'm not 100% sure about what this would have resold for. I did put it in my cart, but I ended up putting it back later because I'm picky. Here we go is a Soya and Kayo, what's it called? Like a jacket? That seems to be a jacket. But it was $35. What's she doing? She's just putting everything in her cart. Stop that. Anyway, here's a Zara thing, and I obviously wouldn't have considered it, but it was new at tags. But for $40, there's still not enough room for profit in there. Here we have a very sad Arc'teryx jacket. Oh, it's just so sad. Stop that noise. Okay, what are you pretending to be, my little bomber windbreaker? Prada, are ya? Okay, let's look into this. How can we look into this? I'm looking at Prada on there. That's a good sign. And I'm looking at this tag in here and I'm not so sure about it. So I put it in my cart and I looked it up later. We didn't end up getting it. Anyway, here's a Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren jacket. This is a discontinued line by Ralph Lauren. It can sell fairly well, and I got that jacket, I'm pretty sure, because it was only $10. This I did buy thinking I might resell it, and then I put it on, and now it's mine. Oops. Okay, this is a Wilfred, I believe it's the Poussin. I don't know how you pronounce that. Bomber jacket. I've sold it before, got that. I also got this Hatch maternity jacket. I've never found Hatch maternity before. It is a great brand to sell. I thought about this Babaton, whatever the heck that is, but we didn't get it. And then this says it's Fendi. I would have paid that for Fendi, but oh, it was so faded. Like so badly faded. And then this Lululemon jacket was just a bit too pricey for my blood, even though it had a crispy tag. And lastly, this amazing, ridiculous jacket. And I looked up that tag because I'd never heard of it before, Zonda Nellis, and it did actually have some really good comps. So we bought that too. This North Face jacket's cute coloring, but too expensive. And then actually, I'm just thrifting. Like, these are the things I see in order of me seeing them. Honestly, none of them are noteworthy. I don't know why I got this clip, but this is how, like, quickly I thrift, and this is how much crap there is in between all the kind of sort of fun stuff. If I remember, I think I wanted to include this in here to show you that, like, not everything I find at the thrift store is even worth considering. You have to go through quite a bit of stuff that's not very good before you can find even the things that I'm still rejecting. That cabbie jacket might have been interesting, but it was an old cabbie tag. And so basically, I think the point here is just like, okay, this, like, my racks don't look like I go and I gather the jackets, and then I'm like, okay, these are the ones I'm considering, and then we buy a few of them. So this whole thing is like a 4-hour trip, but you're only going to see like 8 minutes of it because that's the ratio of finding things to not finding things. For example, I didn't know this brand, so I looked it up, but it turned out to be nothing, and it had that stain anyway. And then I'm just going through like an average section of the men's shirts section. None of this is interesting to me. I don't even stop to think about it for a second. Oh, that was just a woman's shirt in the men's section. That happens a ton. And then we're back at the things I decided to like consider for a second. This was cheap enough that I wanted to consider it, and it did like probably was Michael Kors, but I still didn't want to sell it. It's probably like 30 bucks max. So we're moving on from you. This I actually like I would never resell this. It's Abercrombie and Fitch, but I thought it was super cute and that I might get it for someone for a gift. 10.49 even if I'm gifting it is too much to pay though. This is a Lacoste shirt, but it doesn't have any back of neck tags, so maybe someone just put an alligator. Regardless, I might have not picked it up. And then this Harley Davidson, I just think it would have been like 30 bucks. And then this Dolce and Gabbana is just not Dolce and Gabbana. We all know it. And then this Oakley shirt was pretty cute, but I wasn't into the low profit it would have given me. And then there's this Club Monaco sweater, but I didn't think that, I didn't think it would sell. I don't know why. And then, oh yeah, this weird thing. I was like, I gotta look this up because that's weird. And I believe I did look it up and it was nothing. Or if it was something, then there's barely any comps. Some people pick up this brand. It's Grayson. I just didn't think there was enough profit in it, but I always think there's enough profit in a nice condition Alpha Lead hoodie. So let's go, motherfucker. Plus, let's not forget it was 30% off. So I put that in my cart. Next, we have another women's thing in the men's section. Happens all the time, but I'm not paying 14-ish or whatever 30% off that dollars is for this absolutely wrecked burn at the label piece. And as you will see in the haul, I did buy this. So it was like 10 bucks after the sale. And then I don't know how you say this brand. Cotton? It could be cotton or it could be coton. Anyway, I was so torn on this, but because it was new with tags, I decided, okay, we're going to take a chance on it. And then this champion hoodie was awesome. I love how like 90s and color block it is, but it was still, they were asking too much. Then we have this J. Lindbergh sweater. This brand retails for a ton, but I thought that this sweater looked shrunk. And not just that, but the comps are fairly inconsistent. And then we have this Paul Smith shirt. Paul Smith button down shirts can sell really well, but not so much like the polos or casual shirts, so I passed on that. Anyway, that's enough of the men's section. It is slightly less fun. Let's go to women's. 4.49. Oh, I was so close, you guys, because it's a Mary Mecco collab, but I actually kind of hated it. Next, I looked up the comps for this, and they actually were pretty bad considering it's a lamb's wool, like, vintage sweater. I've never actually found Logo by Glory Goldstein before, but I don't pick it up anyway. But I just wanted to show you because I know some people do. Here's a Lululemon like a tank bra, and it was $7.99, so I got that. This was also $7.99, which isn't bad, but I've had that exact sweater in a different pattern before, and it didn't sell very well. And then you saw an Azure Skies thing, and she's going so quickly. What the heck? Yeah, so this is Sweaty Betty. It can sell well, but I don't think that they're particularly known for their like perforated sweaters. And oops, I dropped it. This was a kimchi blue dress. I don't normally pick it up, but given that it was new at tags, I heavily considered it. If I recall correctly, I put this back on, like, I put it in my rack and I put it back at the very last second. This was an Everlane long sleeve, which you will see in the haul. This is St. James, which is a brand that I like to pick up and sell, but not so much like t-shirts, more like sweaters or dresses. That was Torrid, isn't it? Yeah, that's Torrid, but it's Cold Shoulder, and Cold Shoulder is dead to me, and it's dead to all of us. Not to mention $12.99 is too much for a Torrid shirt anyway, so don't even know why I thought about it. Okay, quick story time about these boots. I didn't end up getting them, but while they were in my cart, some chick with her dumb daughter is like browsing around. She comes up and she picks them up, kind of like, do I want these? And then she puts them back down. So then I go like and grab my cart, and some other girl does a double take, like, is that your cart? And I was like, yeah, that is my cart. And we were both just like, oh, rude. Especially my purse is in that cart. Like, get the fuck away from me. Anyway, very unfortunately, the comps on Posh for those boots are pretty low. I think because the retail's pretty low, so I feel a little bad that well, not for that girl, but some other girl came up and was like, cute boots. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I looked it up after that. I should have found that second girl. Anyway.
If you look closely, we found her again in the thrift, looking at shoes this time. Let's see how close we can get before she spots us. We've been spotted.
I went back and forth like a frickin' seesaw on these Stuart Weitzmans. They're only a size 6. They're lots of money, but they're like basically new. Oh, it was so hard for me. I think I put them back and then I put them back in my cart, and I did that a few more times. So I'm not 100% sure if we own those or not. I always check comps on interesting Converse like these rainbow lightning bolt ones, but they weren't very high, so had to put those back. What else we got here? We got some Arturo Chiang. I looked up that brand. It didn't have as good a comps as I thought it might. I hadn't heard of it. Here we got some Eagle sneakers. Eagle boots resell great. Eagle sneakers resell no so good. So we put those back. And more Eagle sneakers. Again with the no. There's the Stuart Weitzmans trying to get back in the cart. We've got, oh, I loved these, like ridiculously, but the comps didn't justify like $18 on them, and I was so sad about it because I wanted them for myself. Here we are in a different shoe section on a different day. I'm just showing things that I was like kind of like picking up and looking at, but I'm not interested in those. I don't usually pick up Karl Lagerfeld, but I did, but you'll see that later. Not those ones. And $27 for old tag Miss Moves, no thank you. And then yeah, we're just kind of wandering around this shoe section. What else did I find? Um, I found these Fly Londons. I don't know why these aren't in the haul. I am missing them. I put them in a different bag. I don't know, but we bought those because I thought they were fantastic. And these kind of reminded me of Danskos, but they didn't have a brand that I liked as their little brand. So yeah, basically those are the things I don't get. I got a lot more footage of what I don't get than what I do. A, because I know I'm going to do a haul, but then also B, because when I find something I adore, I'm like squealing and I throw it in the cart immediately, like with those Fly London boots. Ethan took this clip. He found these Sorels, but they had some cracking in the leather, and so we were not interested in those either. But yeah, now let's see what I did get.
Okay, let's get going with the haul. So this is the stuff we did pick up. I'm excited to show you what it is. Let's start with the shoes because they weren't on sale. This is a Karl Lagerfeld Paris boot. I don't often pick up this brand, but I thought these were super substantial and awesome looking, and they're like a big size and everything. 11, women's 11. So that's hard to find size. If you happen to be a women's 11, you know. And they were in really good condition, and they were $16.50. And I saw multiple comps for these boots in the range of like $50 to $100. Probably not expecting $100. I'm expecting $50, but that would give us our $25 profit, especially if we sell them for $50 on the US. So I was excited to have these. And I like having these bigger sizes. They usually sell a lot quicker than, say, 5.5. No one's a 5.5 except my mom. Okay, this is one of those times where I just thought these kind of looked nice, and clearly they had leather soles. And so I just looked at them to see what brand they were, and I'd never heard of the brand. So I looked it up because that's what you should do. And you can memorize a million Bolo lists, like I have tried to help us all do. But at the end of the day, like if you see something and it looks kind of nice or unique or something, just look it up. Posh will tell you what it sells for on Posh, and that's what's so nice about our job. As long as you have service in a thrift store, which I hope you do. Anyway, these are Meermin Mallorca. Meermin Mallorca. The downside of these is they're a men's 7.5, so that is a very small size for men's shoes. The upside is that there were crazy comps on Posh for these. I looked them up on the US closet, and then most people had them listed between $100 and $200. And I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. So this is a new to me brand, but yeah, comps suggest I should be able to sell these between $70 and $150. I'm not expecting 150 US dollars, but anyway, they were $32. That is how much everything costs at my Value Village. That's what we're working with. This is a brand I've basically stopped picking up unless they're really cute, and I like these. Can you guess what they are? I feel like they do look like their brand. They're Miss Moves, which is something I put on like a really early Bolo list a long time ago, and I have sold them for a good profit before. I've also been sitting on a few pairs for a while, but these I thought were so unique and so cute and in such good condition. So these were $17.50 for these. and I'm hoping I can sell them for $60 to $80. We might have to sit on them for a while to get that, but like, come on, look how cute they are. They're so cute. Maybe that's just me, and they have a newer Miss Moose label inside. Can you see it? Oh god. But yeah, these were a cute find. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Got another Muirman shoe. These ones are suede loafers, slide on. They are also a 7.5, which doesn't surprise me. Clearly someone owned these and donated both of them. These ones are cheaper though. These are $26.99. Oh, so cheap. That's a cheap thrift store price. But they're also in really good condition. Both pairs have been resold. Whenever you see this on the bottom of a shoe and like those little hexagons or octagons on the bottom of the sole, that means it's been resold. So like sometimes you'll be, and that happens to a lot of luxury shoes, which fair enough, because if you're buying luxury shoes, you would pay to resell them. I would. If you're like worried about the authenticity of something because it has this, don't be. It just means the person went and got them resold at like a cobbler, whoever does shoe things out of them. So knowledgeable. Don't know which is the best here. So I'm just gonna start this. We have a lot of cowboy boots at our stores, and only some of them are worth being picked up. 2 more so than this brand, but I think this is like the 3rd or maybe the 4th or 5th. I can think of 2 higher brands. I can't think of other ones. Stop talking. These are Boulet. So Boulet. Actually, you can see it there. These are Boulet. There are women's. Boulet, the great cowboy boot brand. Pumps are kind of all over the place. You know, some people sell them for $30, some people sell them for $150. It probably depends on the style. I thought these were nice and classic and brown and like widely what people might be searching for when they're searching for cowboy boots. So I was excited to find these. They were $20, and I'm getting concerned about the size. Cause like, I think it might say 5. In which case, I don't know about these. Oh my god. I just got so excited. I saw Boulet, and I was like, but someone is a size 5, you know? Like, it's not worth like, returning them or anything. It's just, they're gonna take a while to sell. And I know that, and that's okay. That's okay, because the rest of the shoes we have, even these are awesome. I've never found this brand before. These are Jimmy Choo shoes. Jimmy Choo. And again, they've been resold. This section. Can you see that? We've had such good luck with Jimmy Choo. These are fairly worn, but they were only $30. And I've never sold Jimmy Choo under $100. So they're still in like definitely wearable condition, and we can improve them a little bit. And they're Jimmy Choo shoes. Like, what do you want me to do with that? Not pick them up? And they're a size 8-ish. Oh, they're a 38. So probably like a 7.5. But yeah, they're fairly cute. I mean, I don't know. I could never in a million years. These were so fun to find. I was 90% sure they must be fake. But then I looked them up online and did all my checking and stuff, and I was like, these look exactly like the pairs do online. So they're just very minimally branded. But these are Jonathan Simkai sandals. I'm just so professional at this part where I show you guys the stuff. Do you see it? Yeah, you can see that. These are some cool sandals. I found them online. They're retailing for like $400 or $500 or something. And these were $29.99, so I picked these up real fast. And they're like basically new. Like it doesn't even look like anyone ever took these for a little spin. So I'm very happy with these. And yeah, hopefully we can get over $100 for these. And that would be amazing. I'm 100% sure I saved the best shoes for last. Do you know what these are? Do you? Because I knew from across the store. And you should know too from across the store. Let me give you some hints. Nice and like worn looking, you know, like almost distressed leather. And laces up the back, yes. And yes, they're Freebird by Steve. Oh, I'm so happy. Actually, I knew it's in this file because look how worn off the Freebird by Steven thing is. But, you know, a bunch of indicators of quality in here is like, they're clearly real leather. They have a YKK zipper. You can kind of tell that this was once embroidered with something. And no one would really do that for like, call it spring shoes or whatever. And then, yes, as soon as you go in here, so there's lots of markings on this back suede that lines it. But you can see that they're Freebird by Steven. And Valley Village had no idea. These were $15. I'm like, you idiot. Give me the Freebirds. Ethan, just don't show this whole thing. Freebird, do you see it? I know, you have both of them. I got both of all the shoes. Yeah, they're in really good condition considering lots of Freebirds are intentionally kind of distressed looking. So these are in really good condition. I'd say the main flaw is just that this Freebird by Steven at the end is kind of, around the outer sole is kind of wiped away, but obviously you can see it on the inner sole, and who cares? These have comps on US between like $150 and $250, but consistently, like not below that. So I've found this brand only once before, and I sold it to a friend. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not. It ended differently than this is going to end. This is going to end with over $100 profit. And that's what I like to see. Okay, that was the shoes that we bought. None of those were on sale. All of these clothes were on sale. The first thing we got, that Ethan has obviously co-opted is this super cute Tentry hoodie. It was in really good condition. It was a men's, and, it was $15.49, I think. So 30% off. That was like $10.50, which is amazing. And now it's Ethan's, so we'll be making zero profit on that. You thief. Bye. I'm happy when we can get our clothes at the thrift store, and he had a hoodie that was like dying, so I'm not even a little bit upset about it. I found this Madewell sweater. I've already found the style name. It's very oversaturated on the US Poshmark to the point where it's selling for like $30, and I don't really even want to sell it there, but it's not saturated as per usual on Canada. It was 30% off, $14, whatever that is. And it's a large, and it's Madewell. And it's super cute, and I've already found all the stock photos and everything, so I'm very excited to get this listed. Hopefully we'll sell it on Canada. I mean, if some American wants to pay me higher than comps for it, go for it. I'd be pleased. But my guess would be this would sell better on Canada. We've got a Lululemon Swiftly Tech. This one is a size 12. And it's like a berry color, and it's got stripes. And it was, oh, the tag's gone. It's the same as the other one. There were two. Aha! This one still has the tag. And this one was $10.99. So that one was 30% off $10.99 for a size 12 Swiftly Tech. Haha! Winning! And then this one, it says it's a medium. I will find a size dot. I think I already did. I don't want to pick up Lululemon unless I can find a size dot anymore. I'm like, is there a size dot? No? Well, then I don't freaking want it. Anyway, this one's not a Swiftly Tech. It's like a different sort of thing. It's like a light purple, and it has a pocket on the back, and it's gonna tell me that it's a size 10. Oh, that's my size. No, it's not. Okay, Ethan wants to go rock climbing now, so let's go faster. I got this really big shawl. It's like a short sleeve shawl cardigan. It is new with tags Torrid. So the Torrid, oh, it doesn't say on the Torrid tag how much it was. It just says Torrid. Never understand why they do that. But at my Value Village, it was $14.49, 30% off. So I don't know, $10. So I think I can sell this probably for 30 or 40 or probably 40 is going to be the max, isn't it? So I'm not going below 30. It's new at tags. Ethan found this. He was very smug, which is fair. This is a women's large icebreaker merino long sleeve with no hole. We sell a lot of icebreaker, like a lot of icebreaker, and it sells with holes because it's icebreaker, you know? And because merino wool just gets holes in it, it does, but he couldn't find any on this, and I couldn't either. So this was 30% off $9.99. I'm gonna sell it for $50, I swear. It's gonna be great. Okay, a few more little things. This was $6.99. It's just a very plain Everlane shirt. So 30% off, $7, I don't know, like $5? I don't know. I figured I can turn it from $5 into $25 very quickly. But certain brands I will buy because I know they'll flip so reliably, even though the profit's only like $20. It's not what I'm searching for, but like I paid $5 for this, and it doesn't have any flaws, and it's an Everlane like mustard, just plain shirt, and I do think it will sell really quickly for $25 to $35. Well, thanks. We have a Lululemon, not a sports bra, it's like a crop tank. I don't know, a little crop tank sports bra with a built-in sports bra. Anyway, it was $7.50, and so 30% off that was a heck yes for me, and hopefully I could sell it for $30. And again, it will just hopefully go so quickly that like it's in the closet, it's out of the closet, it's done, we're done, we win. Okay. Next is a brand I don't pick up very often, but it was 30% off $9.99. So it's Community by Aritzia. And just, this was so substantial. It's like huge cowl neck pullover. I don't know. Big old Aritzia pullover cozy thing. It's an extra small, but it would totally fit me. So like, basically whatever size you are, it's fine. And yeah, hopefully we could sell it for 40. I don't know. I found this brand once before. we sold that one for $125. So this is less cool. That one was cooler, to be honest. It was a really cool pattern. Oh, but this one's new with tags. I forgot I could do with tags. Oh my god, what a steal. Okay, this is Samuel Dong. And to be fair, I didn't check comps. And the last time when we sold that Samuel Dong way back when, that was like 2021 February, maybe. Like so early into us doing this. But Samuel Dong jackets are known for their quality. And oh yes, there was this issue, but all I need is to have our lovely employee who's so good at sewing to sew this button back on, and then we'll just report it as sewn back on and not safety pinned on. Other than that, it's new with tags. It's a Samuel Dong jacket, and it was 30% off, $22. Ah, Value Village. I love what you don't know. It's where I make all my money. I'm not 100% sure about this still, but it was $10. So this is Kotin, K-O-T-N. And I wouldn't have picked this up except it has the newer tags. The tag says $85. So I'm hoping I can sell it for like $50. I don't know what covered by grace is supposed to mean. Hopefully someone wants that phrase on their clothes. It's not something I would want on my clothes, but it's new tags. So even though the saying kind of like, oh, I'm not sure, is that a saying people want? I don't know. But it is new with tags, and it is very small. I believe it's a men's, and it was $10. So like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend picking this up if it hadn't been new with tags though. Like, don't think like, Stefan said follow this brand. Like, no, I think it's selling okay. I don't think it has like the best comps or the worst. This is another item that I'm absolutely happy to make $20-ish on because I know it'll go fast. This brand always flies out of our dang closet. We've actually gone over this, haven't we, on the Below Alphabet? And the quality of this is amazing. Like, it's thick and it's new. I've sold some pretty messed up Alpha Elite items, and this is not one of them. It has these cool, like, high quality dongles, egglet, I don't know. But yeah, it's a men's Alpha Elite medium. It was, what's 30% of 1850? It's like the $6-ish less dollars, so like 12. And I'm hoping I can sell it for around 50, but 40 would do too. People really like Alpha Elite. They don't want to pay up for it. It doesn't even retail for that much, but they really like it, they search for it, and they buy it pretty quickly. And if it's gonna be quick, I'm fine with making our old benchmark, which was $20 profit. Our new benchmark, I don't know, 100? Our new benchmark is maybe like 30 because there's only so much time, you know? Oh my gosh, that was everything. That was everything! If you're curious about this sweater, by the way, I got it on Poshmark, and I might have it for sale soon. I don't know. I don't like things this close to my neck. Like, it makes me feel claustrophobic. Oh, but it's so cute. I just love it. Anyway, I am deciding, so if anyone wants this sweater, just let me know. It was a lot of shoes. Look, guys, shoes sell better than anything else. That's just what I found. And jackets. Shoes, jackets, dresses. That's where the money's at, y'all. I ain't out here just picking up t-shirts all the time unless they're Lululemon Swiftly Tax. We went and got all this stuff mostly the other night, and then I think we got like a few scant things on a different trip that was just an in and out trip. Most of it. And we went over 4 hours, so it was 5. And 5 was a bit much, guys. I'm not in shape. And so I was like, I'm gonna feel a little hole when I get home. And guess what I didn't do? No, I collapsed into bed with sore knees and sore feet because I'm old and out of shape. I'm going to work on that this year, see how long I can thrift for. Probably will go at some point. I mean, I have a whole year, but I'm hoping at some point we'll make it to the Edmonton bins or Calgary bins. We'll see how long I can push it then, because I can see that being the motivation to like when I frickin' drove or flew here. So I'm gonna stay until closing. And that might break me. I'm working on it. And I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. I love looking at the stuff I bought. I know I sound almost like I regret half of it, but I don't. I'm very happy with what we bought. We turned down a lot of stuff that I would have normally picked up. And right, the thing I forgot, my bad. Very, very last. This is a SheFit sports bra, which I've never found before. Can you see it? And it's a very large size. It's $9.99 before the 30% off. Tell me about your sizing. There she is. I've never found one of these before, so I don't know like where the information is. I'm gonna have to find out what size this is, but like, this is Stephanie in high school size. Ugh, having been there, I know that these are so expensive and hard to find. So, if you ever see a bra in this size, and it's a good brand, and it's in good quality, and it's good cost of goods, I'd highly recommend picking up the larger bra sizes, because the women's who have the large boobs struggle. It's a struggle, and I know everyone struggles with their boob size, but like physically, it's a physical struggle. Like it's a war against gravity and your tits. That was great. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Have a good night, time, whatever you're doing, and bye bye.